Yeah, now it's time for Reese to hop on the motherfucking verse. Told you I wasn't gonna curse. Said I'm a liar, I put it in a hearse. I got to him first. Had to go spin on the block and I double it back in the V. Niggas be mad at me. Better things to do than watch this stream. Don't say that, Nightbot.
I feel like that is keeping a man at arm's distance because me personally, I want him as a friend because I like his energy, but I don't want to have sex with him and then ruin it.
You don't see him in a romantic sense, and, you know, perhaps he wants something more and he's signaling that to you, but, like, you're not on the same wavelength, so you kind of have to distance yourself or let him down easy or just tell him, like, yikes, like...
You're going to be necessarily there for her emotional support. Pretty much everything a boyfriend does but the sex and the affection. She wants the affection, but not necessarily physically.
Have either of you ever been friend-zoned by a guy, and if so, how'd that make you feel?
A couple times when I was younger. Made me feel pretty bad. Yeah, pretty insecure.
Oh, she a goofy. Look at her.
I was actually friend zoned by my boyfriend, but we're now dating.
I don't know if I've been friend zoned, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to tell if they're flirting with you or just like trying to be friends. And we actually were just talking about this. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if a guy is not like flirting with you directly, then they're just trying to be friends.
Do you think men and women can be just friends?
No.
I do. I think you can just be friends.
She's disgusting. She want to be your friend, chat.
Mr. Richardson was in the friend zone with Nakaya or whatever her name was.
Shut up.
Well, no, I do. I really do.
If you asked your best straight single guy friend if he'd date you or hook up, what do you think?
Look at what y'all did. Look at what y'all did. Y'all broke it. Y'all literally just broke it. Y'all be breaking shit all the time. Chat, y'all be in the friend zone and you damn well know it. I'd be her friend. No, you won't. Shut up.
I mean, in my experience, yes, maybe, yeah.
Say yes.
So then you can't be friends.
Okay, I think girls can be friends with guys, but I don't think guys can just be friends with girls.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So is it true that women tend to set the boundaries of a relationship, whether you're going to be friends or more than friends?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Do you have more girlfriends or guy friends, and do you think that says something about you?
I feel like I have more guy friends. I think that does, like, say a little bit about me.
What it's saying? What it's saying?
They're not as reliable.
She one of those, chat. She one of those. She one of those. And she was friend zoned when she was younger because she... Yeah, you see how she told on herself? You see how she was insecure when she was younger. Now she growing up and now she got male friends. What are you looking at that? What are y'all looking at that?
Do you think men and women can be just friends?
Absolutely.
If you asked your best straight single guy friend if he'd date you or hook up, what do you think he would say?
No, he would be like, ew.
Well, I feel like yes, if you're not attracted to them. Like, I have a lot of guy friends, but I'm not attracted to any of them. I don't think I could be, like, super great friends with someone that I'm super attracted to.
So is it true that women tend to set the boundaries of a relationship, whether you're going to be friends or more than friends?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it can change over time.
How can a guy make an...
Look at this girl. Look at this girl. Look at this girl. She just said she got a lot of guy friends and that opinion could change over time. She trying to get her freak on with all her guy friends. Look at her, bro. I can't listen to her. She's nasty. She's a nasty one. Nasty.
interaction man to woman without being creepy, while also respecting her without being friend zoned?
Don't immediately comment on her appearance. Maybe compliment her on something she's interested in, or like a joke she tells, or like an interest she has. Like, don't make it about the way she looks.
Why does a guy have to be coached on how to...
Who's holding the mic? I thought the guy that read held the mic. Is the guy that's reading wearing fingernails, or is this a girl off to the side? There's so much going on behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Pick up women, but he doesn't have to be coached on how to make friends.
Because parents don't raise their children right, and a lot of men lack social skills.
Some men do. Some men do. Mainly because probably you don't have a lot of female friends in your life, or like female relatives that you're around. But picking up friends is easy. I think that some guys put a mental barrier in their mind and think that with a woman, especially if she's attractive, that you have to be a certain different kind of way. And that's not necessarily true. I think that the more attractive a woman is, the more normal she likes to be treated with. It's like dealing with celebrities. You meet a celebrity, they like to be treated normally for the most part, instead of being like, oh, infatuated with, oh, I know who you are.
I think that if you need to be coached on how to pick up women, then you need to like practice self-love and kind of find that first.
See, look at this girl. Look at this girl. Look at this girl talking about you need to practice self-love because you don't know how to talk freaky to a girl. What is she talking about? You don't just wake up one day talking all nasty to a young lady. There's a failure period. It's practice. It comes with practice and learning. It ain't something that's that simple. God damn it, man. Look at what's going on. The conversations are pretty surface level, but once people learn how to make it past that surface level conversation, then they good. This vid dumb as hell. Skip this. See, y'all hating. Y'all hating.
That's just going to come along with it. And I think that like if you're not being your true genuine self when you're trying to pick up the women, it's going to show later on when you finally get them.
Why are there gender roles in dating but not in friendship?
I don't think that's true. I think there are gender roles in friendships.
Can you be more specific? What do you mean?
When I go out with my guy friends, even if it's just like to dinner or like to grab a drink in a large group, like the guys will normally pay.
Oh, you're out of control. Oh, yeah, she's manipulative and using those men. This is why you can't have friends that's girls. She trying to make you pay. How I'm paying for you? We just chilling.
Tease, how can I get out the friend zone?
How can you get out the friend zone? By telling that girl exactly what you looking for with her. You gotta tell her, I'm trying to do more than be your friend. And if she don't reciprocate it, move and find a different girl. It's really not rocket science. You have to tell her if you want her or not. How you get out the friend zone? What you trying to juggle around your intentions? You trying to tippy toe? Hey, I'm trying to be your boy. You trying to scare her into a relationship? You better tell that motherfucker. Stop creeping around the topic and just get straight to it. How do I get out the friend zone? Fuck, one day you just gonna hope she feel the same way? Dumbass, you better tell her. Stop playing around. And this girl right here wants y'all to pay to be friends. So that's not a genuine friendship. What are you talking about? I'm paying. That's a date. I gotta pay for us to hang out. I thought you wanted to hang out with me as well. Why am I paying? We both just chilling. How? That's a date if one person expected to pay.
Whereas like the girls won't. They'll kind of like expect their guy friends to pay even if they're not romantically involved or anything like that.
Why should a man have relationship duties without
What if
getting
I'm in the friend zone with them Philly rats eating but all night?
relationship benefits?
I don't think that a man should ever have relationship duties and have no relationship benefits. I mean, unless you want that kind of torture.
Does a guy being friend zoned automatically make him a simp?
That's a good question. A guy being friend zoned, does that automatically make him the S word? I don't even know if that's still banned on Twitch, but I'm just not saying it. I think yes, it does, because if he don't want her as a friend, but you hanging around her hoping she change her tune, that's a loser. Like it gotta be. Because if you want her as a girlfriend, but she don't want you as a boyfriend and you still continuing to hang around her, why are you allowing that person in your life? Like, what? What?
At Extreme Experience.
What? I think that's how I'm looking at it. I don't know if that makes sense. If his end goal is making her his girl, then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because if you want her as a girlfriend, but you sitting there settling for the friend zone, yeah, something wrong with you.
Simp means like a simple person.
A simp is somebody who pedestalizes women without getting anything in return.
I don't think that a guy getting put in the friend zone makes him a simp. Just simply because being friend zone is on the woman's part. Being a simp is on the man's part. You shouldn't idolize anybody. You should be able to handle yourself. It's about self-confidence.
What does a man get out of a friendship with a woman that's better than a romantic relationship?
A great wingman.
Human connection.
That's possible. Yeah, I like that answer right there. I like that answer right there. A girl will open the door for more girls. I like that answer. I like that answer. I like that answer. I like that answer. I like it. I'm not mad at that one. A girl could open the door to more girls. I ain't gonna lie to you about that.
Without like sexual.
And a girl, I don't know, because if a cute girl get invited to random shit, and if she tell you to tag along, now you invited to random shit. I think a girl that you don't want nothing to do with could benefit you. I think it could. You could get invited to events that you wouldn't have access to because now you just around a cute girl. It makes sense.
A great wingman.
Human connection without like sexual tension, without the underlying expectation of marriage and stuff.
Why should a man have relationship duties without getting relationship?
No, because the girl gonna be like, if he's so great, why you not dating him? I swear there's situations where a girl and a guy are friends, and then the guy sleep with her friends. And then they start talking about what the guy and the girl did, and then make your friends start being interested in doing stuff. I don't know. I heard that story before. Don't sit here and act like you never heard that. Don't sit here and act like you never heard that scenario.
Relationship benefits.
Because the man is supposed to be the provider?
Does a guy being friend zoned automatically make him a simp?
Yes.
Look at what y'all doing. Stop subbing.
How so?
Because most men who are actually intrigued in that woman would go for that woman. And
Bang! He
they're
bang!
okay with being friend zoned.
He just hit a 3-pointer in the clutch and Mike Breen screaming, bang! He talking right now.
And they're willing to take that rejection.
What's the difference between a guy spinning plates and pursuing multiple women versus a woman having orbiters and multiple suitors?
Okay, a guy juggling multiple girls and a girl keeping guys around. Life is strange. Leave me alone.
The only difference between a man having a lot of women they mess with and a girl having a lot of dudes around them is just society. It's just the way society's been built. You know, they want women to be one kind of way and men can play around. We have a lot more leeway and it's messed up and it is what it is. You can complain about it, but that's just life.
I don't see where it's messed up at. I personally don't understand where it's messed up.
Isn't that both genders pursuing their sexual strategy to have multiple options?
Yes, it is. It is both genders being put to different standards. And it just depends on the culture you're in.
Why do women friend zone guys who would make them wives for guys who made them single moms?
I feel like sometimes it's...
That ain't even no real question. He just talking about random situations. That's not a real thing. He said that like that was a fact. That's just hippity hoppity jargon he talking. That ain't real. He over here. I usually like this interviewer's questions. That one was fake. He trying to make people seem like bad people. That ain't even making sense.
It's really like the guys that'll make you a wife. Women, they don't want to like change who they are. So they say they want to be a wife, but they're not ready to really play the wife role or whatever. So I feel like that's really what it would be.
I feel like some women know what they want with the wrong men, if that makes sense. Because a lot of y'all want babies, cars, houses. With the guy that just doesn't want that. Like, if he says no, it's no.
When you first meet a guy, how do you decide if he's going to be a friend or more than a friend? And more importantly, when do you decide? Because it's often said a woman will know right away.
Ooh. Typically you do know right away, but I think it just depends on like the chemistry that's there.
Look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Could you imagine? You be friendly to a girl and that means she put you in a friend zone. Does that make sense to y'all? Does that make sense to y'all, chat? You act friendly with a girl. Of course, she gonna put you in a friend zone. You not being freaky. You not hitting her with that shoulder. You not hitting her with that spice, that shake. You just, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You're being friendly. Of course, she gonna put you in a friend zone. You gotta be a little freaky.
I don't, if it's sexual chemistry or not. Like,
I think women know immediately who they will and not have sex with.
Pull it out right away. I ain't say that. I said shoulder shake. I ain't say pee-pee shake.
I can't go into women's heads.
Well, honestly, within the first few seconds of speaking to a guy, I kind of know and like realize if he's a liar or if he's like really interested.
But I also believe it's by age. If you're talking about teenage women as opposed to girls in their 20s, I'm in my 40s.
Oh,
women in
Jesus.
their 40s that went through some life, so they're very different. They will know exactly by who you are as a person, as opposed to when you're in your 20s, it's all about how hot you are, what kind of money you have, what kind of car you drive, what kind of friends you do. I don't have time for that.
What's the difference between a guy who grows on you to become a friend versus a guy who grows on you to become a lover?
Okay, a guy that grows on me to become a friend, I feel like it's just like has really great qualities, but maybe not so much like, that sounds so shallow, but like physical attributes. I don't know.
Sometimes you're not physically attracted to them. Like, and
Physically attracted to them. Look at that, chat. Y'all ugly.
like you can be not physically attracted but still have a good friendship.
Like it doesn't mean that they're not attractive. It just means it's like
It's
not.
rumored to that this baldy went up to Nakaya and say, and I quote, "Do it, clap, lil mamas."
I'm surrounded by idiots.
What I'm attracted to. I have a lot of guy friends that I think are like super attractive, but just not for me.
Why should your lover be your best friend, but your best friend shouldn't necessarily be your lover?
Sometimes lovers become friends, and then sometimes friends become lovers.
Is there any...
Did she just say something? Because she just talked in a circle. She just repeated what he said. Leave me
anything you
alone.
would do with your lover that you can't do with your best friend?
No. Sex. Marriage.
This girl is a freaky one. You said how she said no. She be sleeping with friends. She sleep with anybody. Look at her. There's no requirement to get the ooh-na-na from this young lady. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
Is there anything you would do with your best friend that you wouldn't do with your lover?
No.
So why do people often say that your lover should be your best friend?
Because I feel like things could be easy and it feels like you're with your friend and it's not just, I don't know, an agreement.
You don't want to get in that roommate status.
Yes, that's a good point.
If your lover should be your best friend, why do women typically have a gay best friend?
Fashion advice.
Exactly. And
They
that's
have a
fine.
bodyguard that's not going to want to f them.
If someone's dating a bisexual, are they more likely to get jealous whenever their lover spends time with their friends?
I don't think so.
How come whenever their lover spends time with their friends?
I don't think so.
She said yes, she said no. Both of these girls is lost.
How can the friend zone and friends with benefits be terms that coexist? Isn't that a contradiction?
Wow, that's a deep question. Okay, damn. All right.
The friend zone is such a deep concept. You can be friends with someone of the opposite sex and not be in the friend zone.
Women putting you in the friend zone, they could actually just want to be your drinking buddy and chill out and party. And they could also just want you to you could be a friend zone and be two ways. You could be a buddy and you could also be just like you being used and abused. But being a buddy, she's just using you as a dildo, a walking dildo.
If they both exist, what does it mean to be friends?
I think to be friends is that no matter what, ups and downs, left and rights, no matter who you're dating, no matter what happens in your life, you can come back to me and I still got your back. Being in the friend zone, but you are romantically attached to her, you're in a big problem. Yeah.
Is there anything you would do with your lover that you can't do with your best friend?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to sleep with them. There's certain conversations about your life that you have with a lover that you don't have with a best friend.
One of the things that I would never do with my lover that I can't do with my female friends is necessarily just chill, go out, drink, party, and not worry about if I didn't pick up the tab or I didn't pull out a chair or I'm not wearing the wrong clothes. Or that pressure of having to be quasi-perfect.
How about being honest and emotional?
I could be always honest with my female friends. Now, honesty sometimes can be like a bad thing with a lover because they might not want to hear the truth. How do I look today? You always got to be nice. If my friends, I think your hair's f***ed up.
It's a lot of things my best friend for sure know about me.
He in his bag. Look at him. He talking to y'all, but y'all not listening to him.
My lover would never.
Yeah, I feel like your lover will be quick to judge you and tell you no, but your best friend will tell you and judge you, but they'll still accept it,
So why do people often say that your lover should be your best friend?
My boyfriend is my best friend. He's awesome, but I've also got super close guy friends, and I love them too, just in a different way.
Why should your lover be your best friend, but your best friend shouldn't necessarily be your lover?
I think there's many ways to define best friend, and you can have several different best friends that serve several different purposes.
Multiple best friends that serve different purposes in your life. Having a girl best friend or a gay best friend does something different than having your boyfriend as your best friend.
In a perfect world, your lover will be your best friend, right? In the perfect world, and that should be called marriage. Your best friend should not be your lover at all because you want to keep her forever. Sometimes that sex goes away. but your friend will always be there no matter what.
Can you define asexual?
Asexual?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
We're
Not
laughing.
attracted to any gender, I think.
Not attracted to.
That's what SpongeBob is. SpongeBob, hey, did y'all know that? Y'all don't keep y'all ear to the streets. And I don't know, don't ask me why I know that, because my ears hear everything.
Anything?
Yeah.
Do asexual people experience romantic love, and if so, how do they express it?
I think so. I think asexual people can show romantic love in other forms of like love. You talk about like acts of service, gift giving, not love. Love isn't always sex.
If you're asexual and you're in a relationship, how would you know that you're more than just friends?
I think it's the type of love that you feel because there's platonic love and romantic love, no matter if you're having sex or not.
I feel like the other person has to show it, and also like you have to have like that conversation with someone.
There's a deeper connection than sex in relationships.
So would you assume that asexual people are only compatible with other asexuals?
No.
No. I think if anything they'd be less compatible because they wouldn't be able to like truly show each other love.
What does it mean when people say that dating is more than friends?
Dating is more than friends in the sense that I think that dating is a game. The game is you're trying to show your best side of you. With friends, you can just scratch your balls, you can scratch your ass. I mean, I want to say all the way to farting, but I mean...
That's something chat do, scratch and sniff. Dirty ass chat, always up to something stanky. Where the love at? Hey, where that love go?
I was just worried. I just wanted to talk about that